a world where words are cheap and overused, touch becomes truth. Women don't just hear you, they feel you. Your presence, your confidence, your restraint, all silently communicated through the way you carry your body, and more importantly, the way you touch. But this isn't about being smooth. It's not about tricks or tactics. This is about mastering a stoic energy, one that speaks through stillness, through intention, and yes, through touch. Today, you'll discover 4 primal places women are wired to respond to your touch, often without realizing it. Not manipulation, magnetism. Not desperation, dominance through calm. You ever wonder why some men don't have to say much, and still women lean closer, hang on their every move, crave their presence? It's not magic. It's not money. It's mastery over the silent art of touch. Stoicism teaches you not to chase, but to command, and the rare man who knows where and how to touch without needing anything in return creates a pull stronger than lust. It becomes emotional gravity. Most men fumble in their neediness. They touch too soon, too obvious, too desperate. But the Stoic, he waits. He watches. And when the moment comes, his touch is electric. And here's the truth most won't tell you. She's dying to be touched, but only in the right way, in the right places, by the right presence. You become that presence today. Let's break it down. Part 1, the lower back, the anchor of attraction. This isn't just about support. It's about subtle leadership. When you place your hand gently on her lower back, while guiding her through a doorway, walking beside her, or in a moment of intimacy, you're saying something deep without words. I've got you. I'm in control, and you're safe with me. It's primal. It's protective, and women wired through evolution respond instinctively. But here's the Stoic key. It's not about possession. It's about presence. Touch her lower back with purpose, not as a claim, but as a calm direction. You're not dragging. You're leading. You're not forcing. You're anchoring her energy to yours. And in that moment, she melts. Part 2, the wrist, the pulse of vulnerability. The wrist is delicate, exposed. It's where her heartbeat whispers beneath the skin. Touching a woman's wrist, lightly, with intention, triggers a subconscious sense of intimacy. It's a silent message. I see your vulnerability, and I honor it. This isn't about grabbing. It's not even sexual. It's psychological. A brush of the fingers against her wrist in conversation. A light grip while making a point. A slow, mindful hold during a moment of silence. That kind of touch makes her feel seen, known. And when a woman feels that, her guard comes down, her attraction goes up. The Stoic man doesn't reach for more. He pauses, and that pause pulls her in. Part 3, behind the neck, the cradle of control. There's a reason ancient warriors would place hands behind the neck to comfort or command. It's a biological access point where trust, power, and vulnerability collide. When you touch the back of her neck, especially during an embrace, you awaken something deeply instinctual. But it must be done right. Not aggressively, not suddenly, with still power, controlled intention. In this moment, I'm present. I'm aware. I'm here with you. This kind of touch isn't about force. It's about grounding her energy. It says, you can surrender here because I'm steady. That's Stoicism. It's not just in your hands. It's in your spirit. Part 4, the back of the neck, where vulnerability meets desire. Touch is not just sensation. It's communication. And when a man learns where to touch, not just how, he unlocks a woman's deepest trust. Marcus Aurelius, reimagined. There's something ancient and intimate about the back of a woman's neck. It's not just about seduction. This is a spot tied to vulnerability and subconscious safety. In Stoicism, the idea of presence, real, anchored presence, can be translated into how we engage physically with someone we care about. When you gently place your hand or lips at the nape of her neck, you are doing 3 powerful things at once. 1, you signal safety. The neck is a delicate area, and subconsciously she knows she can't see what's behind her. Your gentle touch here shows that she's safe in your presence. 2, you create emotional grounding, especially in an embrace. Your touch at the neck acts like an anchor. It tells her, I've got you. You're not alone. 3, you awaken chemistry. Biologically, this region is filled with nerve endings. Soft strokes or gentle kisses here ignite an instant wave of shivers that go beyond just physical pleasure. But don't rush this. Don't be mechanical. Be intentional. Move with calm strength. Stoic masculinity doesn't chase. It attracts through control. Part 5, the palm, the gateway to intimacy. To hold a woman's hand is to touch her spirit before her body. Seneca, modern interpretation. Most men overlook how powerful holding a woman's hand truly is. But from a Stoic lens, this act is not small, it's deeply symbolic. Her palm is where she lets you in. It's where tension meets relaxation. It's where a woman lets go and lets you lead. And when you run your thumb gently across her palm while holding her hand, you trigger oxytocin, the bonding hormone. That tiny motion makes her feel seen, protected, desired, but not rushed. This is how trust is built, not through flashy words or bravado, but through presence in action. Stoicism teaches us that calm action often has louder echoes than loud declarations. So next time you're walking with her, don't just grab her hand, own the moment. Use your grip not to control, but to connect. Let her feel your calm certainty through your touch. Part 6. Her lower back, the silent language of leadership. Lead not by force, but by energy. She follows the calm, not the chaos. Epictetus adapted. The lower back is one of the most underestimated yet deeply magnetic zones. Why? Because this is where dominance and tenderness can coexist. When you place your hand on her lower back as you guide her through a doorway, across the street or through a crowd, you're subconsciously signaling, I am in control of this moment. You're protected. You're desired. It's a subtle yet primal gesture. It says you're a man who doesn't need to shout to be felt. You're guiding, not pulling. You're grounded, not impulsive. You're stoic, not needy. Touching her lower back with presence and confidence makes her feel led, not handled. And the more composed your energy, the more her body relaxes into yours. Part 7. Her inner wrist, the soft pulse of connection. The pulse speaks where the words stay silent. Marcus Aurelius, if he dated. The inner wrist is an intimate territory most men miss. Why is it powerful? Because this is where you feel her heartbeat, where her energy pulses. And when your fingers trace it softly, it speaks volumes. I know how to be gentle. I'm paying attention. I'm not rushing. We're here now. This isn't about overt sexuality. It's about emotional seduction. When you slowly lift her wrist, bring it closer to your lips and let the moment linger. You are no longer just a man. You become a mystery, a man who can speak through subtlety. That's what Stoicism is about, command over the moment, the ability to say 1,000 things without uttering a word. And guess what? That's exactly the kind of energy women can't resist. Part 8. The back of her knee, where surprise meets sensation. Sometimes power hides in unexpected places. It's not always the obvious that stirs the soul. Zeno, reimagined for love. You want to drive her wild in a way that's playful, surprising, yet deeply pleasurable. Focus on the back of her knee. It's a highly sensitive area loaded with nerve endings. And because most women aren't used to being touched there, your intentional attention creates a wave of new sensations. It does 3 things. 1. Breaks routine. It's unexpected, so it wakes up her senses. 2. Sparks laughter and intimacy, especially in moments of closeness or play. 3. Creates depth. You show you're attentive to more than just the obvious. You become a man who sees beyond the surface, a man who explores, a man who listens with his hands. And when you combine this with eye contact, timing, and calm masculine energy, she melts every time. Part 9. The importance of timing. When you touch matters more than where. It's not just where you touch her, it's when. A poorly timed touch can create awkwardness, but a well-timed one? That can send electric signals through her soul. And this is where Stoicism separates the boys from the men. A Stoic man does not act impulsively. He observes, he waits, and then he acts with precision. Let me give you an example. You're sitting next to her, talking about something she deeply cares about. Her eyes are lit up. She's vulnerable, open. That's the moment. Not before, not after. You gently place your hand on hers, not to control, but to connect. It's subtle, respectful, but unforgettable. A Stoic man doesn't use touch to demand attention. He uses it to deepen connection, and because of that, she craves it more. When your timing reflects emotional intelligence, she feels safe and seen. And safety is the doorway to deep attraction. Part 10. The touch of absence. Why less is sometimes more. Here's a paradox the modern man doesn't understand. The absence of touch can sometimes be more powerful than the touch itself. You see, most men overdo it. They crowd her space. They try to win her with constant validation. But a Stoic man understands restraint. He knows when to pull back. And in doing so, he becomes the mystery she wants to unravel. When you don't always reach for her hand, when you don't always lean in first, when you occasionally hold back, she notices. Because in a world of over-eagerness, restraint is rare, and rare is attractive. So when you finally touch her again, even lightly, the impact is multiplied. She leans in. She wants more. And this is how you flip the dynamic, without a single word. Final word, she's not just reacting to your touch. She's responding to your energy. Let's end with this. It's not about the touch. It's about the presence behind the touch. A man can follow all the techniques, touch all the right places, but if his energy is off, she feels it. She pulls away. But if your energy is calm, grounded, masculine, she surrenders to it. Stoicism is not about cold detachments. It's about emotional mastery, about being in full control of your inner world so you never chase validation from hers. When your touch reflects clarity instead of chaos, when it speaks confidence instead of neediness, she doesn't just notice, she remembers it. She replays it. She starts craving it. And that, brother, is how you become the man she can't resist.